Joining Chat Sports now is Maurice Hurst, 2017 first-team All-American and a player most expect to be a first-round draft pick in April's NFL Draft. Maurice, welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to be on.
So, Mo, let's first start with talking about your job. And I don't mean football, I mean Uber. You are the self-proclaimed best Uber driver in America. What's the deal? Are you still driving for them or have you retired Uber?
I'm just taking a little leave of absence right now, just to focus on the draft and stuff like that. But I think it's definitely something that I'll pick back up once things calm down a little bit more.
That's awesome. That's fun. All right, Mo, let's take a look at your time at Michigan. So in 2014, your second year in the program, Coach Brady Hoke was let go after that season. Talk to us about that 2014 year and just the tumultuous times of kind of having your coach in the news for potentially being fired and the turnover to a new coaching staff.
That was extremely tough to have Coach Hoke get fired. It was extremely tough on a lot of the players, and obviously, you feel really bad for the coaches and all their families and things like that. It's not really something you expect to happen, during your 4 years or 5 years at the program. So it kind of just hits you with the shock, and you really don't know what to expect once the coach gets fired.
So after Coach Brady Hoke was let go, there was a month gap in there before Jim Harbaugh took the job. Did you ever consider transferring or looking at other schools while there was no real coaching staff looking over you?
No, I kind of knew I wanted to be at Michigan regardless of, who was coaching there.
Mm-hmm.
The only way that, I may have thought about it was if, our defense changed a lot, but it stayed pretty similar for the most part. A little bit different than, what we were running with Coach Madison, but, luckily he stayed on and, was able to coach me throughout the years.
Mo, tell us about the differences between Coach Hoke and Coach Harbaugh and their coaching staffs.
It's a little bit different. I think they both have, two kind of different coaching styles. Coach Hoke is, just like more of I don't know, it's just, Coach Hoke was just a lot of like a family-oriented, not to say that Coach Harbaugh wasn't, but, it was just like everything was, for, our family or whatever. Like, it just felt a little bit different than, Coach Harbaugh, but I think they're both really great coaches, and really looking forward to seeing Coach Hoke throughout the draft process now that he's working for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's in the NFL now, right? So that's pretty neat. So talk to us about the 2017 season, a little bit of a down year for Michigan where the defense really had to step up when the offense struggled. So how would you grade the 2017 season for Michigan, and what can Michigan fans look forward to in 2018?
I thought we did some great things on defense throughout the season. We had a few games that we didn't play up to our ability. So I'd probably give us like a B plus. As far as the defense goes, I can't really speak on the offense for that much, but I think it's just really exciting the young guys that we had playing all last year, and to not really drop off too much after losing so many guys to the NFL. It was kind of crazy how good some of the guys were that we're replacing some of those guys in the NFL, and all those guys are back for the most part. So I think they have a really bright future and can be really great this upcoming season.
So, Mo, as Michigan was preparing for its bowl game, the Outback Bowl, through the month of December, one of the bigger stories in college football was the potential transfer of Shea Patterson to Michigan. So as you guys prepped for the bowl, was that something the team was discussing? Did the coaches ever bring it up, or were you just following the story along like everybody else was as a fan, just wondering what will happen?
I don't think it really had any sort of like implication on what we were doing or had any effect on, us. I don't think it was really something that we talked about too much. because I mean, it didn't really affect us for that season, or might not even affect us for next season, depending on if he got cleared or not. So I don't think it was really too much of a thought for the guys on our team.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that quarterbacks like Brandon Peters or Dylan McCaffrey, did they react or have any sort of thoughts leading up to that process, or do they just kind of business as usual as Shea Patterson's potential transfer was in the news?
I think those guys just come into work and come into to try and get a spot. Whether he was coming or not, I think that's sort of your mindset as a quarterback.
Yeah.
You really don't know how things go. Maybe Wilton didn't get hurt and started the rest of the season, start next year, or maybe VP stepped in at the end of the season, and was a starting quarterback next year, or Shea was the starting quarterback. You really don't know. It's really up to them, up to the work that they put in over the spring and this next fall to see who deserves that spot. And I just wish all of them the best of luck during that process.
Sure. So Mo, one last question about your time in Michigan. 2016 Ohio State game. We've got to know once and for all, was JT short or did he get the first down? What's your take?
I was on the field for that play, and he was really short. It wasn't even like, I don't even think it was close to being a first down, at least like on the field, like where he was lying. You could see that through their emotions that it didn't even look like it was close. Like they weren't even arguing that it was a first down or that he had gotten it, which a lot of teams would do if it was close enough to be able to argue that. So. I mean, I think you can just tell by the way that their, team was reacting after that, and how the coaches were reacting that he was short, but ultimately he wasn't. So you gotta just let it go.
We are talking to first-team All-American Mo Hurst from Michigan, projected to be a first-round pick in April's NFL draft. Mo, tell us about your prep for the draft. Where are you training, and what are your days looking like?
Okay, I'm in Exos in San Diego. I've been training with Roy Holmes and Brent Calloway. Roy's our strength coach and Brent's our speed coach. It's been really good. We have, morning session at like 10 o'clock. Then we'll do some running and some lifting. Then we'll have a little bit of time off. And then we'll do another session in the afternoon, sort of the same thing. And, they just put us through a bunch of phases and have been trying to get us really strong and trying to work on a lot of technique and stuff like that you need to be successful at the combine.
It's early in the process, but have there been any NFL teams that have shown particular interest in you?
I have talked to a few people, just scouts. So I mean, I really don't know, what teams are particularly interested. Just besides, probably the ones that have sent me stuff. I'm not really sure.
What do you look to get out of the NFL Combine later this month?
Just to meet some teams and get to talk to coaches and get them to see who I am as a person. My film is always going to be the same. Who I am on film, I can't change that. But once they get to meet me, I'm just hoping that they can believe in me and hopefully draft me during the process.
So, who was your favorite NFL team when you were growing up?
It was the Patriots.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm sure you'll be happy no matter who drafts you, of course. But like, if you could pick any team to play for, would it be the Patriots, maybe the Lions playing in the Michigan, or anybody else? Do you have like a favorite if you could choose what team you'd play for?
No, I don't really have a favorite for who I would choose to play for. I feel like anywhere would really be good. Definitely want to play for a team that won't productive for. So
for sure. So Mo, what are your plans for NFL draft night? Will you be at the draft, or are you going to watch somewhere else?
I'm not sure yet what my plans are for the draft. I'm kind of leaning more towards just doing something with family and just having a few of my members there just to watch it together.
We know about your close relationship with your mother. What have you dreamed of buying her with your first NFL check?
I think something that I wanted to do for my mom was just to try to, fix up our house. Try to get like some hardwood floors and just some new furniture and stuff like that.
That's very sweet. Maurice Hurst, first team All-American from Michigan, projected first round draft pick. Thanks so much for joining us and best of luck to you on draft night.
No problem. Thank you.